Hey guys, Chris here. You joined me here in my 2020 Audi E-Tron 55. I bought this car 2 weeks ago. I'm a total noob to the whole EV thing. So in today's video, I'm going to try my best to give you guys a simple tour, a real world tutorial from a noob of how it is to switch over to an EV. I want to give you guys information about charging times and different types of chargers, and also the connectors and how it is to charge this car in the real world. So guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Chris. I do car reviews. I do videos on the cars I own, but I also test drive other cars. So if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and give me a thumbs up. It really helps a lot. As much as 92% of you guys are watching aren't subscribed. So guys, we are on a charger hunt. We're trying to find a charger that is available. It looks like all of these chargers here are occupied. I'm just gonna go around one more time, do a 180 here and just double check. Yeah, so this is a huge car. It doesn't have the best of turning radius, but the turning radius isn't terrible for this size of car. So it is Saturday. This is basically central Oslo, and none of these chargers are vacant. These are 50 kilowatt chargers. Let's try to find another charging station. Okay, so let's see if we have any vacant chargers here. Yes, so we have a vacant 150 kilowatt charger. So guys, I'm going to show you just how simple this is, getting as close as possible. And then I have to bring my phone because I don't have an RFID chip yet. So, and I do apologize, it is a bit windy outside. So this is the port. You press the button there. These are Fortum chargers. So I'm going to find the app on my phone. Here we have the app, and we find the charger here. But first we connect the charger. So we're going for this. This is a CCS charger, HPC, high capacity charging. This is the type of charger we want to get. And then you also have this flap here. You have to open up, and then like that, it's connected. And then we find the charger number. That is 3746A, 3746A, 150 kilowatts. Start charging. You also get the pricing here. If you have the app and are registered, it's much cheaper, 2.50 kroner per kilowatt hour, or 4 kroner if you do it with SMS and drop-in. You also, here you can drop your RFID chip if you had that. And then we have this state of charge here, 45%. This is how long we've been charging. But let's go ahead and sit inside the car. So this car will show up the charging speed here in the driver's display here. So we have the same information, 45%. We are fully charged in 32 minutes and are currently charging at a speed of 95 kilowatts. And there you also have the charging speed, which is 405 kilometers per hour, meaning at this rate, that is the distance we can go per hour of charging. So yeah, turn on the ignition again because this does turn off the screen after a few seconds. But I'm gonna turn around the camera, guys, and talk to you quickly about charging speed and types of connectors. We are finally charging, so we had to do a small detour to find a proper fast charger and a vacant charger. If again I was going on a trip, I would plan this a bit better and not charge at peak hours on a Saturday where people are out shopping. And remember guys, I am a noob at this. I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, and yeah, I have other videos. I have a range challenge on my video. Please click the link up there on the right corner to check out 2 different videos where I do real world range testing, so you guys can see how far this car can go in the real world on a full charge and on a trip, and how that works. But today's video, we're just going to talk about the types of charging, the connector types. So there are 3 types that are relevant for this car, this Audi e-tron, and that is your normal wall plug, your 2-pin. It will be on the mainland Europe, and then you also have your Type 2 charger, which is a charger that fits into medium speed charging. Your wall charger, I think your 2-pin will do a speed between 1 and 3 kilowatt hours, and your Type 2 will do 7 to 22, and then your CCS here, which this car uses, the standard of high-speed charger for this car, will do 150 kilowatts and quicker. But what does all these kilowatts mean? So you have two terminologies that you have to know about, and that is kilowatts and kilowatt hours. So kilowatt hours is in regard to battery capacity, and kilowatts is charging speed, but those 2 things are related. So just to make it simple, if you had a battery of 100 kilowatt hours, the capacity, and you had a charger that could charge at 100 kilowatts, that charger would charge that battery full in 1 hour. It's that simple. This car has a capacity of 95 kilowatt hours, but these cars are lying a bit, because you have your gross and your net capacity. So that is the gross capacity here. The net is 86.5, because there is a safety buffer built into the battery to make it last longer, and also get a higher charging speed to the top of the battery state of charge. But 86.5 kilowatt hours is the battery capacity of this car, and this car can charge at a maximum speed of 150 kilowatts. We're now doing 110 kilowatts. It is 9.5 degrees outside, so colder temperature will affect charging speed. If the temperature was like 20-25 degrees outside Celsius, we would probably be getting 150 kilowatts of charging speed. So this car can charge at a maximum of 150 kilowatts, as I said, when conditions are optimal. But another thing to know about when we're talking about charging is something called a charge curve. So at 0%, your charge speed will be slower than at 50%, and again at almost 100%, your charge speed will be lower. So at the beginning, when you have a low charge state, your speed will be slow, and when you have a high charge state, your speed will be high. But in between there, you will get your maximum speed. And this car is one of the best cars at charging, not because it can get the highest of speeds, but because it has a very flat charge curve. So what's special about this Audi e-tron, especially the 55, is that it will get that maximum of 150 kilowatts from around 20 to 80%. That is very unusual. Usually cars peak at around 50%, and then the charge speed drops steadily till you hit 100%. This car will start dropping at around 80% and will still keep over 50 kilowatts to 100%, meaning that if I charged at a 50 kilowatt charger, I would get the full charge speed of 50 kilowatt from about 0 to 100%. But to use take advantage of this car's high speed of charging, you want to get that 150 kilowatt charger. So how this works out in the real life, again, you can check that video up there in the right corner, where I do a range challenge with Tesla Björn, and we do different strategies because he's driving a Volkswagen ID.3, which can charge at a maximum speed of 150 kilowatts and has a much more peaky curve than this car. So that is, I think I covered everything about charging and charging speed, what is relevant. If not, let me know in the comments down below. Again, guys, I am a noob at this. Speed's picked up a bit now, 75%, and speed is increasing, 131 kilowatts. We've been charging for 17 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and stop the charging. We're at 82%. As you saw, the charging speed was starting to throttle. I could either stop the charging from the app like that, or I could just press the button here, but I still have to press this to release. Light turns off, and it's just to pull it and put it in place. As easy as that. Okay, so there you go, guys. That was a quick tour, just some basic information about charging an EV, and charging in particular this Audi E-Tron 55. If I forgot something, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to make a follow-up video where I go more into depth if you guys want to see that, you know, type of content. So if you liked today's video, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always, guys, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.